Saturday. It's our Tell the World Nation Zoom call. Thank you for joining us. We have an incredible guest this morning. So, really, we don't have a whole lot of announcements. We still have the preferred client and consultant fees are waived this month in October with qualifying orders. So that's, talk to your sponsor about that. It's an amazing deal, especially preferred clients. So you guys already know all the details, so I won't spend time because, like I said, we wanted to go to our speaker. We do have our training here in North County is going to be on Tuesday. That's going to be November 5th. So make sure that you are there in Encinitas for that. It's going to be an incredible time, tons of celebrating. So as we head towards the end of the month, you guys be making sure that you're checking out your web stats, or they're called team reports right now. We still get stuck on web stats, sorry. But be checking those, look to see who is really close. Sorry, November 6th. You're right. Christy I'm really excited, you guys. It is Tuesday, November 6th is our meeting. So just, yes, be sure that you are checking out to see, your consultants who are getting close to earning their bonuses, your, district managers. And if you are a district manager, be tracking those things, area manager, all of those things. Are you bonusing? Are you hitting those numbers? Are you helping your team? Are you sponsoring all of those things, right? And you want to make sure that you are there Tuesday to celebrate everybody who's there. And to fill your cup, and then wherever else you are in the world, be sure that you're, of course, plugging into your monthly meetings. If you don't, I know we have a lot of new consultants this month. So first of all, welcome. Can't wait to meet you in person. And if you don't know where your local meeting is, be sure that you talk to your sponsor and find out where that is, because we are a family and we want to make sure that you are plugged in physically to a meeting as well. And yes, bring guests. That is the biggest part of these meetings, is not just for us to go and get filled up, which is amazing, but to bring guests, because that's where they see the vision, right? You can share the vision with all your heart and soul being one person. But when you get them in a room with so many people there, people who are promoting, people who are filled with love and joy and excitement and belief, that does something. So make sure that you are really utilizing those events as well. So with that, you guys, Erika Ulrich is going to be sharing with us this morning. I actually met her at one of these trainings, right? She was brand new and she was blowing up and she was promoting and she was going into qualifications for the next level of management. She is a mom of 3. She has a professional photography business. She's also in property management. That's a little bit of her background. She's been in Arbonne for 5 months now. She's in regional vice president qualifications. This is her 2nd month, and she is picking out, she's just around the corner from getting, you guys, she's going to tell you what kind of vehicle she wants, and I think it's just the most amazing thing. I think she's probably the first in Arbonne to be getting this Mercedes, so I don't want to spoil the fun, but she's just a sweetheart and blows us all away. I know I've been absolutely inspired by her passion and her drive, and we wanted her to be on the call last week, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I have a launch party. And I was like, of course, because you're blowing up. And then I asked if she could do this week, and she said, I also have a launch party. So she is sharing with us on the way to a launch. So if that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what else does. So Erika, it's go girl.
Hi. Thanks so much, you guys, for having me. I'm so excited. Honestly, I told my husband, I have to run upstairs. I have this call, and he's like, oh, which leg is it for? He's cute. He's trying to be really supportive. What leg is it for? And I'm like, it's for a sideline. They wanted me to speak. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It's so much fun. I love the relationships that get built in this business. And I met Ruth at one of our nation meetings. That is the most fun meeting I've ever been. It's you can't even call it a meeting. It's like a party. Our nation party once a month. It is a blast. My name is Erika Ulrich. And like Ruth said, I have 3 kids, and they're 5, 2, and 7 months. And I have 3 jobs. I do property management, and I have a photography business, and I also have my amazing Arbonne business. And this is where my heart and soul is right now, you guys, is in my Arbonne business. And I wanted to talk to you today about vision. I know it's something that I feel like everyone just talks about it all the time in Arbonne, and it's because it's really the most important thing there is. We can talk about reach outs till we're blue in the face. We could talk about launch parties. We could talk about, what verbiage do you use? It kind of doesn't really matter what verbiage you use at all. It doesn't matter if you're reaching out on Instagram or Facebook. It doesn't matter really even how you do your lunch parties. It matters the vision that you have in your heart, and if you're able to communicate that out to the people that are listening to you. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey with Arbonne and how I was able to get on board with the big vision, and that's the reason why my business is exploding. It has nothing to do with me being some sort of like magical unicorn person or some sort of like good speaker or talented or special or different in any way. I am seriously not different from anybody else on this team at all. You guys can all do everything that I'm doing. The only thing that might be different is that I fully 100% believe in the vision of Arbonne. And so I'm going to invite you today to fully 100% believe in the vision of Arbonne, and your business will absolutely explode. So when I started this business, I wanted to make a couple $100s a month. I actually came from a different direct sales company. And so everyone's like, oh, that's why your business is exploding. You're really experienced in direct sales. That is not true. That it couldn't be further from the truth. I actually had a very unsuccessful other direct sales business. I never promoted, not even one time with that other company, never. I had a team of 8 people who sold $0 the entire time that I worked that business, literally zero, not one single item of anything ever. And I worked that business for 2.5 years. So that is not why I'm successful with this business. That was the most unsuccessful venture I ever had. So the reason why this is different, so I started out and I was like, okay, I just want to make a couple $100 a month so that I can go on dates with my husband. And I signed up this girl right away. Her name was Tanya. She was a good friend of mine from high school. And we signed up her sister pretty quickly. And I started talking to different people that had been successful in the business. I started talking to Holly Kleinman, who's in my upline, and Mary Wright, who I think is in all of our upline, right? She's in like everyone's upline. And then Tara Brandsman, Liz Deloach. I think we're all sort of related somehow, right? No? Okay. But we're sort of a family still, Arbonne. But so I started talking to my upline. I'm sure you guys have a rad upline too, who has all the same advice and encouragement and stuff. And so I was looking at Holly and I'm like, oh, there she is on a plane. There she goes. Bye, Holly. She's traveling again. Or, oh, look, what is Mary doing? Nothing. She does nothing today, you know, and like, oh, what are these people doing? They're just having all this fun. And I'm like, okay, well, they're national vice presidents. Good for them. Does anybody think that? Anybody on this call? Like, oh, well, they're there, so they get to just chill and cruise. And so I was thinking that, like, oh, well, that'll probably not be me. Like, I'll probably just chill at like district manager and make my couple $100 a month so that I can pay my babysitter. And you know what? If that was my mindset, I would have stayed there. You're absolutely right. I probably wouldn't have hit district manager. I would have been consultant forever. That happens. That really happens, and it's a mindset thing. And so when I'm talking to these people, I'm like, okay, what are you doing? What did you do that helped you get there? And they're like, oh, I did my reach outs and I did this. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Like, you must be different. We're all doing reach outs. Everybody's doing reach outs. Like, everybody's having lunch parties. Good. You're a special unicorn. And they just kept telling me like, no, honestly, it's your mindset. It's this, it's that. And the average length of time that it takes to get to the top of the company is 3 to 5 years. And I don't know what it was when I heard that. It was like a little like switch went off in my brain. The average length of time that it takes to get to the top of the company is 3 to 5 years. That's average. So that means some people are way faster than that. Some people are slower than that. So average to me, I took that as a promise. So the promise is the average human, the promise is that if you do this business for 3 to 5 years, and you follow the simple launch steps that everyone has been talking about forever since Arbonne has been around, for 3 to 5 years, you will be just like Holly getting on an airplane, just like Mary chilling with her dog today, you know, like just like all these other people going to Jamaica. If you just can hold on for 3 to 5 years. And I'm like, I have a son that's 5 years old. You know, like he was just born. I can hold on for 5 years. Say it takes 6 years. I can hold on for 6 years. What if it's 7 years? Is that worth it? It's totally worth it. And so I made a decision in my mind when I heard that it was 3 to 5 years that, okay, that's going to be me. I'm going to get to the top of this company in 3 to 5 years. That's going to be me. And as soon as I made that decision, I stopped talking to people like this. And so I wonder if maybe you're talking to people like this. I did. Don't feel bad, but maybe this is you. Like, oh yeah, I'm doing Arbonne. We'll see what happens. It's a fun little side business. I enjoy it. The products are really nice. Does anybody talk like that? I talk like that. We'll see. Yeah, maybe I'll get promoted. I even had neighbors that would tell me, I know a lot of people have been successful in that. They're being positive, encouraging. Good for you. Maybe you'll get your car. Oh, we'll see. Who wants to join my team? We'll see. Maybe I'll get a car. Ew, I don't want to join your team, Erika. You have no faith. You have no confidence. You have no leadership skills whatsoever, actually. If you're saying, we'll see where this goes, no one will follow you there. No one will follow you to a we'll see place. But now I lead my launch parties and I say, hi, my name's Erika Ulrich. I'm a regional vice president with Arbonne International. I'm going to be a national vice president, and I will retire my husband in less than a year. And people are like, that chick is crazy, but I want to know what she's doing, right? They think I'm nuts. They're like, okay, yeah, good for you, Erika. But I get a lot of messages from people going, you're really retiring your husband? Really? You're really getting a Mercedes? Really? Wow, what did you do? But no one messaged me when I was talking about my little side business. And honestly, that's rude to talk about yourself that way. My little side business. You need to talk about yourself as who you are. And so I'm a Christian, and whatever your spiritual preference is, good for you, but for me, I'm a Christian. And so I believe that I was created as a daughter of the King, and that I have a mission on this planet, and that is not to work 60 hours a week and retire at 68 years old and barely scrape by. And I believe that I was made for more. And because I'm now qualifying for regional vice president, and I'm going to tell you what car I'm getting, and I'm getting a Sprinter van. Isn't that so cool? A Sprinter van, the giant bus. I'm getting a Sprinter van. I'm actually shopping for it right now because I'm closing out this month. Regional vice president. I'm 3,000 away, which is like nothing, peanuts. Totally happening. It's in the bag for sure. So regional vice president this month, I'm getting a Sprinter van. And so I was sitting on the couch with my husband the other night, and I was like, you know what we could do? We have this huge car, and you're not going to be working anymore. Why don't we foster some kids? So we get to do things like that. I never would have uttered those words. Never. If my husband was going to be working as many hours as he is now. If I was going to be working as many hours as I am now. 3 is our max capacity at the rate that we're working now, But if he's going to be home, let's have a couple more. We've got a big car. We can take a couple more to school drop off. And so for you, I wonder what your dreams are that you've put on the shelf. That was actually a dream of mine from many, many years ago that had been so shelved, that it had been shoved back behind so many things that I didn't even remember that it was a dream of mine. And now I'm pulling it off the shelf and going, oh my gosh, let's dust that thing off. Let's make that thing happen. And so what dreams have you put on the shelf? What dreams have you sidelined that God put in your heart that is your real calling? Your real calling is not your job. Let's be honest, that is not your job. Your real calling is so much more than that. And so I love that Arbonne is a vehicle for that. And I absolutely believe that you can get there. So if you want to learn more about reach outs, let's talk about reach outs another time. If you want to learn more about launch parties, reach out to me on Voxer. I'll Voxer you back, and we can talk about my verbiage, and I'll send you a message and stuff like that. Has nothing to do with my verbiage. Absolutely nothing to do with that. And everything to do with the fact that I believe that this company is the greatest gift that God ever gave me, and I am not going to let it go to waste. I'm going to maximize every single minute that I have of my day and every single piece of my heart so that I can take this vehicle all the way, and I can live a life that no one else will get to live because they didn't have the faith and they didn't have the motivation and the drive. And so are you going to live the life that you're meant to live? What else is out there for you? There's so much out there for you. And so that's my encouragement. That's it. That's what I've got to share with you guys today, is to take your mindset and shift it. There's room for you at the top. National Vice President. All the seats have not been taken. There are so many empty seats at the top, and you deserve to be there. You deserve to be there. You said yes to this business for a reason, and you knew that this was something that was special. And so I want you to take that and run with it. And that's it, Ruth and Christy. Do you guys have any questions for me? I feel like, was that what you wanted me to say?
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I am just I love you. You're fantastic. And I am trying not to cry with what you guys said, you and your husband, about fostering kids and taking that van around. I'm so excited to celebrate you. That's awesome.
The van's going to be at Nation. I told my husband, I was like, we got to get it before Nation.
Okay.
So the van is going to be at Nation.
Okay. Well, then we'll look for your first one, and then we'll look for the van.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, yeah, let's go ahead then. If you do have time for a question or two, are you sure? I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have a business call at 9:40, so I'm good.
Oh my gosh, you're fantastic. Okay, you guys, jump quick because we've got about 10 minutes. Anything? Unmute yourself. Be sure to unmute yourself.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
You go, girl. Look at you. Yeah.
Thanks. When you introduce yourself as a regional vice president that has clout, how, I guess for me, because I'm in district qual, how would I introduce myself and still have that confidence of an RVP or executive national president?
That's a really good question. And I had that same question when I first started. And I think that it doesn't really matter what level you're at now. It matters what level your mindset is at. So whatever your paid as title is, you can just go ahead and dismiss that and not worry about it. So say you're in qualification for district manager. First of all, congratulations. That's rad.
Thanks.
If you can make it to district, you can make it to nation. So you're going to get there, girl. So I would just speak with the confidence. I am in qualification for district manager, which is the first of 4 promotions. And I am on track. That's what I would tell people. I am on track to be a national vice president in 2 years. When do you want to be an MVP? 18 months, 2 years, 3? When is your timeline? I'm on track to be making $22,000 a month in 2 years. So for me, my husband is not retired, but I tell everybody I'm on track to retire my husband in 1 year.
Okay.
You know, so what is your path? What is your track? Where are you going? People know that it takes time. People are not stupid. They know that when you just started, it's not going to be like an overnight thing, but they will follow your vision. And so if your vision is there and your confidence is there, and you know what? Borrow somebody else's faith for a minute. It's okay to do that. Listen to a Debbie Neal video before you go to a business opportunity call. Pump yourself all up, get crazy to the point that your hands are shaking a little bit and you're really pumped, and then be like, hi, what's your name? Tell me your name.
Sorry.
What is it?
Stacy.
Stacy. Hi, I'm Stacy, and I am going to be a district manager next month. And in the next 8 months, I will have a free white Mercedes with this company. In the next 8 months, I will. So, I mean, I would follow that. I would follow you. That's okay. I'm not even closed as an RVP. Let's be honest. I have 4,000 left to go, which is in the bag. Totally done. I believe it's going to happen, but I'm not an RVP. I just ordered ERVP business cards because it's dang happening. So you order yourself some business cards that say MVP on them, and you pass them out like it's the truth. You got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any other questions? That was a really good question. No. I had a really good question. I had a call this morning with our team, the other team, and someone asked me, what do I do if people don't respond to me with reach outs? And I think that that's a really popular question. I get asked that all the time. I just pretend like they responded. So I kind of live, I guess, mentally in another place where everyone loves me and I'm very successful and I have a ton of money and, I'm not necessarily in reality, I guess, but I just assume that everyone wants to order and they all want to be healthy and they all want to be wealthy and they all want to be on my team. And so when they don't respond, I just say, you know what? I know you've been so busy this week, so I think it would be easier for you if I sent you a video instead of trying to set up a call, but I'm going to follow up with you in 2 days. And so we can talk about the video on Thursday. I'll message you around 1 o'clock. Is that a good time for you? Because I know that you will love this when you hear about it. So I just assume that everyone's happy and life is good and they all love me. And then I've never had it happen. Not with our bond. I've never had it happen where someone was actually angry and said like angriness to me, but people on my team have had it happen. And you just go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'll stop bothering you. Have a wonderful day. And nothing happened. That's just their insides coming out, and they just need to go work on themselves for a minute. It has nothing to do with you. So just live your life like everybody's happy and all is well and everybody just is, doing their thing. But that's the only other thing I can think of. Does anybody have any other questions? I think that's it. Cool.
I love what you said, because I was just reading in Mach 2 yesterday, the Richard Blissbrook book, and he was saying that, about reality and how we really do form versus our perception forms our reality. And he was comparing it to like watching a movie, and you're sitting there and you're like crying because you're watching it so emotional, right? Or you're mad because they're mad. Like we're living, that's not actually really happening to us, right? Someone's not physically like breaking up with us or whatever, but we feel it. And so we can create these movies, and that's, essentially what you're saying you're doing, right? Is you're creating a movie of what you want and what you're living in. And anyways, I'm not going to say anything else because that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your heart and your life with us. You're adorable. Everyone's like, you're amazing. We love you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks for having me. Honestly, it's an honor. Like, what a gift is this company. Like, I get to meet cool people. Yeah. I had no girlfriends before. I hope everyone knows this. I literally had no friends. I had my children and my husband. I had no friends. And now I have like hundreds. It's a blast. It's a great company.
You're awesome. Well, we are so blessed to be a part of it with you, and cannot wait to cheer you on at the meeting and beyond as you go region and nation and everything. And we're coming with you.
Yay! I'll see you guys at the nation meeting. Hope you guys
okay, good. Bye. Thank you.
Guys. Yeah.